Section 4 of the selected works, poems by Voltairine de Cleyre. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Freethinker's Plea, from selected works, poems by Voltairine de Cleyre. Grand eye of liberty, light up my page, like a promised morning after night of age. Thy dawning youth breaks in the distant east. Thy cloudy robes, like silken curtains creased and swung in folds, are floating fair and free. The shadows of the cycles turn and flee. The budding stars, bright minds that gemmed the night, are bursting into broad, bright petaled light. Sweet liberty, how pure thy very breath! How dear in life, how doubly dear in death! Ah, slaves that suffer in your self-forged chains, praying your Christ to touch and heal your pains, tear off your shackling irons, unbind your eyes, seize the grand hopes that burn along the skies. Worship not God in temples built of gloom. Far sweeter incense is the flower bloom than all the fires that sacrifice may light. And grander is the star dome gleaming bright with the glowing worlds than all your altar lamps, pale flickering in your clammy vaulted damps. And richer is the broad, full, fair sunshine, dripping its orient light in streams between the fretted shafting of the forest trees, throwing its golden kisses to the breeze, lifting the grasses with its fingertips, and pressing the young blossoms with warm lips, showering its glory over plain and hill, wreathing the storm and dancing in the rill. Far richer in wide freedom falling there, shaking the tresses of its yellow hair, than all subdued within the dim half-light of stained glass windows drooping into night. Oh, grander far the massive mountain walls which bound the vista of the forest halls, than all the sculptured forms which guard the piles that arch your tall, dim, grey cathedral aisles. And gladder is the carol of a bird than all the anthems that were ever heard to still in sombre chanting from the tone of master voices praising the unknown. In the great wide, where foot of man ne'er trod, there find we nature's church and nature's God. Here are no fetters, though as free as air, its flight may spread far as its wings may dare. And through it all one voice cries, God is love, and love is God. Around, within, above, behold the working of the perfect law, the law immutable in which no flaw exists, and from which no appeal is made, even as the sunlight chases far the shade, and the shadows chase the light in turn again, so every life is fraught with joy and pain. The stinging thorn lies hid beside the rose, the bud is blighted ere its leaf unclose. So pleasure, born of hope, may oft-time yield a stinging smart of thorns, a barren field. But let it be. The buds will bloom again, the fields will freshen in the summer rain, and never storm scowls dark, but still, somewhere, a bow is bending in the upper air. Then learn the law if thou wouldst live aright, and know no unseen power, no hand of might can set aside the law which wills the stars. No incompleteness its perfection mars. The buds will wake in season, and the rain will fall when clouds hang heavy, and again the snows will tremble when the winter's breath congeals the cloud tears as the touch of death congeals the last drop on the sufferer's cheek. Thus do all nature's tongues in chorus speak, Think not, O man, that thou canst e'er escape one jot of justice's law, nor turn thy fate by yielding sacrifice to the unseen. Purged by thyself alone canst thou be clean. One guide to happiness thou mayst learn: love toward the world begets love in return. And if to others you the measure meet of love, be sure your harvest will be sweet. But if ye sow broadcast the seed of hate, ye'll reap again, albeit ye reap it late. Then let your life work swell the great flood tide of love towards all the world. The world is wide, the sea of life is broad, its waves stretch far, no range, no barrier its sweep may bar. The world is filled, is trodden down with pain, the sea of life is gathered up of rain. A throat, a bed, a sink for human tears, a burial of hopes, a miasm of fears. But see, the sun of love shines softly out, flinging its golden fingers all about, pressing its lips in loving, soft caress upon the world's pale cheek. The pain grows less, the tears are dried upon the quivering lashes, an answering sunbeam 'neath the white lids flashes. The sea of life is dimpled o'er with smiles, the sun of love the cloud of woe beguiles, and turns its heavy brow to forehead fair, framed in the glory of its sun-gilt hair. Be thine the warming touch, the kiss of love. Vainly ye seek for comfort from above, vainly ye pray the gods to ease your pain. The heavy words fall back on you again. Vainly ye cry for Christ to smooth your way, the thorns sting sharper while ye kneeling pray. Vainly ye look upon the world of woe, and cry, O God, avert the bitter blow. Ye cannot turn the lightning from its track, nor call one single little instant back. The law swerves not, and with unerring aim the shaft of justice falls. He bears the blame who violates the rule. Do well your task, for justice overtakes you all at last. Vainly ye patient ones await reward, trusting the Almighty's angel to record each bitter tear, each disappointed sigh. A reward descends not, gifted from on high, but is the outgrowth of the eternal law. As from the earth the toiling seed germs draw the food which gives them life and strength to bear the storms and suns which sweep the upper air, so ye must draw from out the pregnant earth the metal too wherewith to build your worth. So shall ye brave the howling of the blast, and smile triumphant o'er the storm at last. Nor dream these trials are without their use. Between your joys and griefs ye cannot choose, and say your life with either is complete. Ever the bitter mingles with the sweet. The dews must press the petals down at night, if in the dawning they would glisten bright. If the sunbeams needs must ripen out the grain, not less the early blades must woo the rain. If now your eyes be wet with the weary tears, ye'll gather them as gems in after years. And if the rains now sodden down your path, ye'll reap rich harvest in the aftermath. Ye idle mourners, crying in your grief, the souls ye weep have found the long relief. Why grieve for those who fold their hands in peace? Their sore-tried hearts have found a glad release. Their spirits sink into the solemn sea. Mourn ye the prisoner from his chains let free? Nay, ope your ears unto the living cry that pleads for living comfort. Hark, the sigh of million heartaches rising in your ears. Kiss back the living woes, the living tears. Go down into the felon's gloomy cell, send there the ray of love, as the tree buds swell when spring's warm breath bids the cold winter cease, so will his heart swell with the hope of peace. Be filled with love, for love is nature's God, the God which trembles in the tender sod, the God which tints the sunset, lights the dew, sprinkles with the stars the firmament's broad blue, and draws all heart together in a free wide sweep of love, broad as the ether sea. No other law or guidance do we need. The world's our church, to do good is our creed. End of the Freethinker's Plea, recorded by Sergio Baldelli in Rome, March 2009.